Happy New Year's Eve. It's almost 2018, so I'm really excited. This is the first time I'm trying Instagram Live, part of many New Year's resolutions for 2018, trying different things, do different things and expand my horizons. Been kind of iffy about live streams and stuff. I did some Twitch stuff with Mountain Dew about a year and a half ago with some gaming stuff. And now I'm doing that with social media, getting more comfortable with that because I'm going to be creating more content. I really want to create a lot of content. And that's always been my thing. The problem is creating content it doesn't work if you want to be consistent. So I'm going to document more and create less. So I'm going to see less of the laptop and more of the mobile phone and Snapchat, Instagram Live. Snapchat's going to be more of the live stuff. I'm going to do a lot of stuff on Snapchat, and that's actually why I'm doing this Instagram Live, is because I just want to let everyone know over the next 31 days, starting tomorrow, which is January 1st, I'm going to be doing 31 days of fitness and exercise. It's something that's well overdue for me. I just haven't been on point. I haven't been myself. I know I can do better, and I know I can do more, and I know I'll get there and kind of get closer to what my capabilities and potentials are if I just buckle down and just start implementing physical fitness, exercise as a way of life. Not so much a chore, putting in the work, but just doing it on a daily basis. The times that I have, I've noticed a huge difference in just the way, not only the way I feel physically, but just my outlook, my point of view on life. Thing about it is, if I look back to the times where I was just like really on point, I always had that thing to go to, and most of the times that thing was fitness in some sort of way, whether it was training with professional boxers or doing martial arts as a kid. It all goes back to that, having that as a way of life and a lifestyle and part of your life, and you factor that in to the scheduling, because we all have stuff to do. I have tons of stuff to do, and making sure that I work out every single day in January for the next 31 days is going to be a little, I'm going to have to shift stuff around, so I'm definitely going to have to get up a lot earlier than I was, and that's going to be important too, because just that frame of mind of getting up earlier. When I get up, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning as opposed to 7 or 8, or if I get up at, 4:45 or something, by the time noon comes around, the amount of stuff that I've done when people are just kind of getting in second or third gear, that makes a difference in just the way I look at the rest of the day. It's all gravy at that point because I've worked out, I've done my morning business, ritual or things, and people I've had to contact, I've taken care of most of the business stuff. In the, peak business hours, 9, 8, 10, 11 at the latest, and usually I'm done, and then it's just, checking in here and there, as things come up for the rest of the afternoon, but it's all gravy after that because I'm having to schedule in and make time, because when you say, I'm going to do it when I have time, that's never going to happen. There's no such thing as when you have time. It's when you make the time. When you make the time, then then it happens. But you have to schedule it in your mind, and I'm going to have to do this every day. And if you want to see me do 31 days of physical fitness and exercise, then definitely check me out, add me on Snapchat, and you'll be able to follow every day, see what I'm doing. And it's going to be a various, amounts of different exercises. I'm going to do a lot of different variety of things. A lot of weightlifting, running. There's going to be a lot of running, weightlifting. There's going to be some boxing, maybe a little bit of martial arts probably, and who knows, maybe even yoga. I don't know how I'm going to feel after even just the first few days. I notice when I work back to back every day, I start to get this momentum, and that momentum feels really, really great. So I'll probably be open to trying different things, and who knows what I'll come across in the 31 days of January. Like I said, it goes back to fitness as a way of life. Not really to, I am going to get in shape, but it's not really about the aesthetics or how I look. It's more about how I feel, and just the regiment, the routine of doing it every day, getting up early. The early bird gets the worm, so to speak, and just getting ahead. And I think that's going to push me. If I do that for the first 31 days of this year, of this coming year, 2018, I mean, for me, who knows what the rest of the year is going to hold. If I start out just really strong, straight out the gate, just very proactive, I don't know what opportunities are going to happen for me in 2018, but I know I am going to be ready for whatever comes my way. And the best way to start is just work out every day, January, 31 days of physical fitness and exercise. I'm going to take it easy today because tomorrow's the first day. I'm going to start January 1st working out. Probably going to do a little bit of running for sure. Maybe some weights involved, but I'm going to try out the first day, see how I feel, and then I'm going to take it from there. But every day I'm going to be uploading, I'm going to be Snapchatting my workout before, after, sometimes during, if I can, as it permits. And my goal that I'm making is 31 days. I want to try to make it something that's realistic and something that's doable, but also it can be measured. It can be counted. Saying, I want to be more positive. I want to be, that is quantifiable in a very abstract way, but it's not really quantifiable. You can't say, I want to count it like, okay, did you make the 31 days? Did you do 26? Did you fall short? But the point in the game of this for me is, in the process of playing the game, win or lose, I want to start 2018 the best that I can and have that be the theme or the pace, start the pace off like that for 2018, because 2017, there's a lot of good stuff that happened. I'm very grateful, a lot of gratitude, but I know that I want my 2018 to be different than my 2017. I definitely want different things in my life that haven't been the case up until this point. So I'm going to create all those things, and the way I'm going to do that is to start, with a different mindset, different regimen, just kind of shock the whole mind into thinking you're in a different place completely and starting fresh. It's like, this is your routine now. So every day, got to work out, priming the mind so that when I start my day, it's a whole nother thing versus just like, okay, I had coffee and I did emails and I did this and I kind of feel sluggish and blah, blah, blah. It's like, once you've put in some, miles on the treadmill or outside, or you've pumped some iron, you lifted some weights, you're just going to feel different from that point forward. So I think it's more about, even though, yes, it is physical fitness, it's more about my mind, priming the mind. I think that's really important. One thing also that I do think is going to be talked about in 2018 is cryptocurrency, which, for any of you out there unfamiliar with it, it's basically decentralized money. So it takes government and politics and the goings-on of a nation out of the equation for trading, buying goods, owning money, taxes and so forth. So that's going to be interesting, and we saw a big boom for cryptocurrency in 2017. I think we're going to see an even bigger boom just because more and more people are catching on. It's just not a nerd thing anymore. It's not just a techie thing anymore. Cryptocurrency, I think, is going to be huge. My picks for 2018 are Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and possibly Potcoin. Those would be like my top four. Everybody's saying, Verge, it's in addition to the ones everyone's saying. Everyone's saying Virgin. I can't remember what, I think it was Neo and another one. But for me, the safe money, the long term, you got to go Bitcoin. I did the right thing by getting on Bitcoin early. Unfortunately, the smartest move. But once I started making money, I started withdrawing the Bitcoin, converting it to money, and withdrawing it at the ATM and living off of it. Had I kept it, I would have been sitting in a better position. I think the lesson in that is you got to think for the long term, not the short term. And that's going to be a huge thing for me in 2018 is not doing for the short term, doing for the long term, and thinking about the big picture, the macro, not the micro. So really, really excited for 2018. I think a lot of great things are going to happen. A lot of emerging things like decentralized money. Entertainment is different with Hulu, Netflix, Crackle, streaming, different opportunities for different stories to be told. And I think this is where more people kind of catch on, because it's already been changing, but now it's just going to be so obvious. And by next year, everything that's already been, a lot of the people have been hip to, it's just going to go more mainstream. It's going to be more obvious to people, that this truly is a digital age, and certain things just need to be done away with. Certain things are just outdated, and that's why I'm going to be vlogging a lot more. I'm going to be using this platform, Instagram Live, as well as Snapchat, to kind of just document, because I've been trying to create. If you look at my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/my name, which is Santino Ramos, youtube.com/Santino Ramos, you go there, you'll see, some different various versions of, polished content, non-polished content, combinations of all different kinds of stuff. And there's consistency there for a while, but there's big pockets where I'm just not uploading anything because I'm recording stuff, I'm editing stuff, and it's like almost everything pretty much everything on my YouTube channel is done with a computer, desktop, laptop, computer. I'm going to do more of this, which is mobile, and now thanks to technology with Instagram Live, it just makes it so much easier to do all of this stuff. I can do basically anything that I want pretty much with a phone, with the exception of a few things, but there's no reason in this day and age not to be putting the content out there, sharing your life, sharing your thoughts, sharing your ideas, sharing, just everything. I think vlogging and documenting through social media is a form of self-discovery, because I get to know myself a little bit better by having to put my thoughts down, put it on wax. And that's my new thing, is just take it back to the 90s hip-hop. Got to put it on wax. Just keep putting it on wax. There's so much stuff, so many thoughts, so many ideas, so many, and I just don't. It just goes, and something else comes in its place, but I should be getting all that down. And that's definitely a New Year's resolution for me. So, a lot of new stuff, new ways of life for me in 2018. Gotta be different to, have different. So that's where my head's at here, New Year's Eve. Excuse me. Still a little sick, but plenty of tea and stuff and some rest. I'll be ready to start my 31 days of physical fitness and exercise. And tomorrow, January, it's going to be great. So again, if you haven't followed me on Snapchat, please add me, Santino Ramos, same as my Instagram handle and Twitter handle. So follow me on Twitter. That's pretty much it. So I just wanted to get those ideas out there, those thoughts, and thanks for watching.